All right. Crank this boy up. Okay. Well, okay. All right. So, sorry I didn't stream past couple weeks. It's been busy and my ADHD got the better of me. Um, but I'm ready to start today. And of note is I will not be streaming this coming week because that weekend I'm going to be touring a grad school. So, um, yeah. But look for me the week after that. Keep an eye out. Let's see. So, let's see. Last time what we did is made gravity work in two directions. That's pretty cool. Made things functions. A bit of cleaning up, basically. Things we have. I think also the latter part of that stream was spent just trying to fucking suss out how to make the acceleration meter work. And I couldn't do it. I even spent like 2 weeks thinking about it. I'm not entirely sure. So it may be that we put that on the back burner and start something else. Um, and I was thinking a couple hours ago that I might just make a pause menu today. I might just learn how to do that and cook that up because I think that's just like the next step, and I want to try it. So let's get into it, shall we? Let me import this and run this. Something else that I thought of is I could. Okay, in my learning about the acceleration meter, I was looking at this DT thing. This clock.tick is just gonna say how much time passes between frames, and this 50 says there's 50 frames per second. And I think I made it that because the math was going to be easier, uh, which I think some people would probably kill me for, but that's how it is. Um, and so, what this is saying is that this is the amount of time it takes to go between frames if there's 50 frames per second, so 1 over 50 seconds. Um, and I think it's in milliseconds, and so I divide by 1,000 to get to seconds, and then I multiply by 5 to get it into like one second, basically. Let me suss out this math. Open a new window for me. I can do the unit conversions, but not easily. Wait. Oh. Okay. Oh, right. Don't let me forget to turn that back on. Okay. So, clock dot tick 50 is 1 over 50 seconds in milliseconds. So this would be closer to like So 1 second over 50. Divide by 1,000? Show me decimals. Let's see. 1 over 50. 0.02 seconds, which would be 20 milliseconds. So 20 milliseconds. Divided by, or actually, yeah, just 20 milliseconds times 1 second per 1,000 milliseconds is going to give us 20 divided by 1,000 is, oh, I can just do that here. Oh, you know what? I should have known. And then times 5 is going to give us 0.1 seconds. Times 5. So 0.1 seconds is what our dt is. So let me... Good. dt is 0.1 seconds. And I did that because if I do 50, look what happens. Okay. And so what I might do is I might say there's a thing called z-scale. And z-scale is 0.9. And so when I'm doing things like acceleration, where acceleration is here, or just like movement in general, times z-scale. This is setting up for move. Where's move? Where did I put move? Move. So yeah, this is setting up for zooming. I'm gonna make it so that I can change z-scale, and that'll give me a different movement. So anytime there's a dt, right? Does that work? If it doesn't, I'm killing myself. Ooh! Ooh! Look at that collision, man. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. So clearly that didn't work. I think z-scale needs to be 0.1, actually. Boop. Yeah, there we go. that work for collisions? Yes. Okay. I don't know. I think 1 meter in this unit is 1 pixel. And that's too much. Because like if I'm going 10 pixels per second, 17, 20 pixels per second. I don't know. But well, that okay, that's helpful. So I can put that here. We're at 0.1.h, and it is February the 19th. That is a z-scale variable that can be used to change speed depending on zoom. Okay, so let's do this. How to make a menu Pygame. This is helpful. So let's do a nice little pip install Pygame / menu. Can do this. Okay. This whole thing here. It doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? It doesn't like the dash there. Because it thinks that it is like a minus. Is there something I'm missing? This is where my limited computer science experience comes in, because I don't know. Maybe I need the minus u. No. underscore menu. What? See, that would make more sense. Is that gonna work? Okay. All right, let me. Something else I need. Pygame key names. Here we go. K underscore escape. All right. So let's hit him with if keys pygame dot K underscore escape all caps. And then we put this junk in. Run it. See what happens. And it crashed. It didn't like it. Fuck. Oh, probably because of this. I just want to see if it'll pop up. Oh. Yeah. X. Escape. Hitting escape. Nope. Did I get any errors here? What's going on there? Execution. Oh, and then menu dot main loop surface. Surface being the display. Let me see if that's the same as here. Screen. So escape. It just killed it. It just killed the kernel. Wow, that was fast. Like, it usually just like stops, but no, I just decided to fucking die. Huh. Well. Hmm. Huh. Well. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Why? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make their little example thing. We're gonna see if it works in like VS Code. If VS Code is the problem, then I can not use this thing. And they did this junk. And then they did this junk. Give me one more. Hashtag back. Probably should have put the BRB thing on, but that's fine. Run it. Got the game window. Oh, it didn't like that. Let me look at the documentation again. Drop select is nice. That'll be useful if I can get it to work. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Always such a disappointment when I think, man, a viewer, and it's just a bot. Unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so Pygame menu pause menu. Oh. Um. It Oh, here we go. Okay, what if we use this one instead? I'm gonna put it here. PG. there's a game state thing, which I think is like this. Oh. And then I think this is beyond me. Maybe I go back to this. Maybe here. Copy link. And I'll put it roadmap. No. What? Oh. No. Put it here. How's that look? And then if we go like the problem is I might be doing this thing in a really weird way that no one else does. Paused. I mean, this is helpful. got... is true paused equals false. Try that. I mean, we'll put that in just for now. And then they've got this pause menu that's hidden from me. It's hidden from me. They don't want to show me. A YouTube tutorial from Le Master Deck. If this person is French, we're not watching it. Okay. How long is this video? 16 minutes? Maybe I should save this for later. That's obscene. 5 of them? Holy shit. 16? You guys can't hear this, can you? That's kind of funny. Paya game. That's scary. But it makes sense. So what he did is here. If I think mine is paused. I can probably just so that'll make it so that if I'm already in the menu, then paused will be false if I hit escape again. Sure. Just any input that isn't this escape. Okay. Um, I'm going to do something scary. I'm going to make a list containing player and tester role. And what I can do with this is say for, let's call it item in objects. No. I was wondering if I could make a pandas data frame. But probably not. I could make like a... No, probably not either. I could make a pandas data frame. Okay. Actually... So... How would I... Okay. Let's do some testing. Get out of here. Get out of here. So for make a list, test list equals hands, feet. Well, I mean, toes equals 10. Fingers 10. For item in test list, print item. How to print variable name, Python. This is a remarkably reliable website. Whoa. What? No. That's not helpful. I have to search through. Inspect. That's horrific. I hope it will inspire you to reevaluate the problem you have and look for another approach. That's insane. So what I would have to do then is say in these classes self.name. This is not sustainable. What if I wanted to rename these, you know? Oh. Okay. For item and objects, we're gonna go back to the first Thanksgiving and take turkey off the menu. What I mean by that is we're going back in my history to my undergrad and we're gonna look at some of these things. Let's see what is. This. I'm not gonna go into the nitty-gritty of what this is. You guys are just gonna have to trust me when I say you don't want to know. And fuck, I was so cool back then, though. I will say that. Okay, let's go back to that test I had. And I want 5. How about that? This is feet. I have 2. I want 6. Toes. I have 10. I want 3. I don't really need that many. And then fingers. I have 10, and I want, let's say, 6. You know? I think 6 fingers would be great. So, data frame. How does this work? We're going. I just realized I left the code closed. This is what I'm doing. Okay. I haven't worked with pandas directly in a while, and so this is just going to be a scary thing. How do you add? Names equals names dot append item 0. Want equals names have whoa, want want dot append item to have equals have dot append item 1. And then making a thing column by column instead of row by row. That was a bad idea on my part. I keep doing that. I need to remember to switch. It's just sometimes I switch too often. But right now, there it is. So appendages. PD.data frame. I was about to do it again. You can make data frames out of libraries, or not libraries, dictionaries. That's interesting. So names have want. I promise, comma. None type names. What? None type. It's a list. I made an empty list for you. Maybe I just do this. Not defined. Did I not install or import pandas? I did import pandas. Just decided not to keep. Okay. Show me appendages. Awesome. Okay. So basically what I need is name xvel yvel So now we say for item and objects name dot append item dot name. X vel append item dot vel dot x and y vel dot append item dot vel.y. And then vel saves. I like it's a habit of mine where data frames are capitalized. Their variables are capitalized. I don't know why. I don't know where I got that from. And then make a library where we say name, comma. Velocity x. Okay. I'm out of time, unfortunately, but I'm going to notate this to say, I'll put it here. Making a data frame containing the current velocity of every object in the game before I set them to 0 when paused, so that when time gets moving again, I can just put their velocities back. All right, let's put that in the devlog. Started work on a pause menu. And also I should put our helpful little YouTube video in like the roadmap or something. Okay. Bash me. Whoa. Don't do that. Okay. Git add. Made some test changes to the IPYNB. All right. So I found a new game that I might be playing in a little bit, and I might be streaming. So I'll see you then. If not, I will see you in a couple weeks for the next one of these. Thank you so much for watching.